In the day's other news, the government of Turkey says President Trump has agreed to stop arming Kurdish fighters in Syria. The foreign minister says Mr. Trump made the pledge in a phone call to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Later, the White House said Mr. Trump informed Erdogan of, quote, pending adjustments to support for groups on the ground. The Kurdish fighters have scored major victories against the Islamic State, but Turkey considers them terrorists. In Zimbabwe, the new president, Emmerson Mnangagwa, was sworn in today. Tens of thousands turned out to see the ceremony. But Robert Mugabe, who stepped down this week under pressure, did not join them. John Ray of Independent Television News reports from the capital, Harare.
The trace of a smile on the crocodile, a nickname earned through fear, not affection. Today, acclaimed president of Zimbabwe, his own and his nation's reputation in need of transformation. A huge crowd danced and sang many of the same songs they once sang for Robert Mugabe. While the military, who removed him from power, paraded for their new commander-in-chief. This is the first time Zimbabwe has sworn in a new leader in almost 40 years. He took the oath of office.
So help me God.
Assumed the mantle of head of state and promised his people a fresh start.
I solemnly promise that I shall, to the best of my ability, serve everyone who calls and considers Zimbabwe their home.
More muted was the response to his tribute to Mugabe, the spectre at the feast.
To me personally, he remains a father, mentor, comrade in arms, and my leader.
The Zimbabwe Mugabe left behind needs jobs and foreign investment. Even Mnangagwa is still subject to US sanctions. This former spy chief, accused in the past of helping rig elections, now promises free and fair elections next year.
So after 10 days that have changed everything we knew about Zimbabwe, the country has a new president, but is here as much because of a palace coup as a popular uprising. So how deep will the change really be?
From Mnangagwa's hometown, we met one family who travelled 200 miles from 2 in the morning to see history unfolding. Expectations are high.
Our town, it has been forgotten. It's a town which was just dying. And now we're hoping that there's going to be life.
The new president will need time to deliver his promises, but he has already given his people hope.
That report from John Ray of Independent Television News. Interpol has announced 40 arrests in a bid to break up a human trafficking ring in Africa. The International Police Organization says the operation was carried out in Chad, Mali, Mauritania, Niger, and Senegal earlier this month. Nearly 500 people were rescued, including 236 children. A top Pakistani militant wanted by the U.S. was freed today on the orders of a Pakistani court. Hafiz Saeed allegedly founded an outlawed group that linked to a 2008 attack in Mumbai, India. The attack killed nearly 170 people. This morning in Lahore, Saeed greeted supporters at Friday prayers. His lawyer accused the U.S. and others of trying to block Saeed's release.
The government officials produced many fake and frivolous reports with regard to Hafiz Saeed, but the Honorable Court disagreed, and we have produced that he has no concern with any proscribed organization or activities.
The United States has offered a $10 million bounty for Saeed, but he has repeatedly been detained and then released. An appeals court in South Africa today more than doubled the prison sentence of Oscar Pistorius, the first amputee to run in the Olympics. The court ordered him to serve another 13 years and 5 months for the murder of his girlfriend in 2013. That's on top of more than a year and a half that he's already served. Prosecutors had appealed the initial 6-year sentence. Back in this country, Senator Al Franken has issued a new apology after new allegations of sexual harassment. He said in a statement last night, quote, "I feel terribly that I have made some women feel badly, and for that I am so sorry." 4 women have now accused the Minnesota Democrat of groping them. He faces a Senate Ethics Committee investigation. Black Friday shoppers hit the stores with abandon today. Macy's and other big retailers reported a healthy business boost. Meanwhile, online giant Amazon said Thanksgiving Day orders on its mobile app jumped 50% from a year ago. And on Wall Street, stocks made a modest advance in a shortened trading day. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 31 points to close at 23,558. The Nasdaq rose 21, and the S&P 500 added 5.